Scraping gently with the back of the knuckle, using slow, careful movements towards yourself and the body. It's more desirable to get rectangular pawns like these and here. The width is rectangular. That's what you get. And the scraper on this side is better, definitely more successful on the pre-filed surface. But still, it's really like this. It's best, in fact, to keep the spacing actually between the stitches so that later on it will be much, much easier to fit the test surface. Your rhythm will determine the results of the scraping, and this will make things much easier, especially in your daily tasks. Spots here, due to large halos, there's a lot of paint. It will be wiped off now as soon as you apply new paint. They will break up into spots, and when they do, they'll break up roughly in the same rhythm in which I scrape, making my movements. For me, overall, in terms of depth, they are close together, but not tightly packed. Just a little gap is needed. The scraper is not sharp and flat, but with a radius about 160 millimeters, probably. That's more convenient for me. I don't want a smaller one. With a smaller radius, the stroke would be narrower. For this kind of guide, I don't want that. For now, I don't know. Maybe I won't want it at all. There will come a season when there are a lot of spots and we want to get them. And that's exactly when it will become extremely relevant and absolutely necessary. But for now, I've already made it significantly narrower. Before, the season was actually twice as wide as it is now. Given that the guides on the machine aren't perfect, or there's always a bit of uncertainty, so extra caution is needed. There is still some average wear present. That's why I also scrape off these kinds of marks. They're there. These marks, there's such a thing as break-in wear. That's what will typically happen on this machine. After a few months of operation, the bed and the cross table will settle in the bed by about 1/100th of a millimeter, and the clamping bars will need a minor and careful adjustment. Personally, I like in the old-fashioned way to scrape with movements toward myself. Lately, I haven't done any scraping for a long time, but you can scrape the way everyone else does. But in theory, it's faster. But the result is a bit different from what I would like. For a number of reasons, in a more detailed video, I'll explain why this kind of scraping, specifically with individual strokes, but is more correct according to feng shui, it forms a more proper result. The surface will be formed by the movements. So when you show it forward and one stroke away from yourself, that will also work. And for many people, it works perfectly. That's how most people scrape. But at the very least, that's how I do the finishing. I prefer to make movements toward myself with individually formed strokes.